Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to Earthbound. I am Sire Goku. In the last video, we saved the Runaway 5 from their debt, and managed to make it to 3 by using their loud freaking tour bus to drive through the tunnels and not get attacked by ghosts. This is something I completely forgot to do in the last two towns, is actually check around the hotels, because there may be a few people in the hotels that might explain a few things going on in town, such as this guy saying, stay away from the graveyard, which is clearly where we're supposed to go. But this is going to be one of the few towns, well, actually that's not true, we had to deal with enemies back in Tucson as well, but this is intentional, where you're going to be dealing with a lot of enemies, such as this guy right over here. Hey, it's Handsome Tom from Screw Attack. You're no longer on Screw Attack. No, this is just a Handsome Tom, and they can attack with Brain Shock. Brain Shock hardly ever works, so I don't have any problems with it. 23 damage. Not bad, not bad. But not very strong. Decent experience though, so that's a plus. As usual, the first thing you're going to want to do when you get to a new town is go to the new shop. Because the stuff that we bought in Tucson is going to be obsolete as crap here. Anyway, I got $1,000. That should be more than enough. Yeah, let's get the minor league bat. Ah, crud. Actually, before I do anything like that, I am going to call Escargo Express. Yes, let's store some stuff. I should have called from the hotel, but oh well, it doesn't matter. Despite the fact that the tunnels to Threed are, taken over by ghosts, Escargo Express can still make it here. $18 to store something? Not bad at all. Let's see, we don't need the backstage pass anymore. We don't need the bicycle anymore. And, you know what? That should be good enough. Alright, there we go. Because we're never going to need the backstage pass or the bicycle ever again. Okay, minor league bat. 11 attack power, not bad. The thick fry pan for Paula. 27 to 37, hooray! Let's see, what else they got here? Hard hat, we already got. Copper bracelet. As far as I know, the copper bracelet's not much better. We don't need the travel charm anymore. Sorry about this. I haven't actually had a chance to clear out my inventory space for a little bit. And, yeah, we won't need the Holmes hat anymore. There we go. Now we should be good to go. Now, what we need to do from this point, while it doesn't really fully explain, oh, wrong button. X button. X button. Okay, there's no... Okay, so this place is filled with zombies now. As I have mentioned previously, and as I've shown off, because we've fought, you know, crazy zombie puppets and whatnot. There are actually real zombies here. You can wander around all you want, it's not gonna say... So there's a suspicious woman talking to zombies, okay. The tent is not important right now, don't worry about it. The only place we can really go that's got any... that has any meaning right now is the graveyard. Hello, do not enter sign, we meet again. And coming up to this grave, we get a very creepy picture to take now. You're gonna take our picture in front of a grave? You creep. How do you even do that? Anyway, I always thought there should be something hidden back here in these trees, but there's not. Now, what you do need to do is go through the graveyard. Ooh, a teddy bear, nice. What's this? Hint shop realization. We don't need a hint shop. I went too far. But there's a spot in the graveyard you specifically need to go to in order to progress plot. So we'll get over there. Ooh, magic butterfly, although I don't need it. I believe it's up north this way. Did I go too far? No. Oh no, it's over here. It is in this part of the graveyard, I just didn't go far enough. Here we go. However, you're going to be dealing with a lot of weird enemies. We're going to be dealing with enemies here. Those trash cans are actually enemies. So be very careful about that. This trash can is not an enemy. You get insecticide spray, why not? Here we go. You come up around this way, and you have these zombie guards. And with that chime, we have unlocked the next area we're supposed to deal with. But first we gotta deal with a group of enemies here. The no-good flies and the putrid moldy man. These names are great. The flies are weak to fire. So... and they're almost always in a row, so using Sci-Fire Alpha is very useful. Having a teddy bear is also very useful because these flies actually do a decent amount of damage. One full round and the teddy bear is already dead. Wonderful. Well, a pile of fluff. Anyway, Paula's fire is going to take out these flies, no problem. They're weak to fire, and so they should go down in about 2 hits. Crying. This basically just cuts your accuracy in half. It's not that big of a deal. It could have been a lot worse. And my teddy bear acted the way it should. It was a good meat shield for me. Just like it's supposed to be. And I'm level 19. Offense up by 1, defense by 1, speed by 1, luck by 1, HP by 3, psychic power by 1. Hey, my luck with level ups continues to suck. It's the recording curse, I swear. Normally I get much better level ups than this. 60 attack is pretty good. I can't really complain about 60 attack. But now that you've done that, that chime, as I mentioned before, that jingle that happened indicates that now you can continue on with the plot. And how do you continue on with the plot? You go to the hotel. Talk to this guy first, though. Now that you actually went to where the guards were, there's this mysterious woman in front of the hotel. Follow her in. Whoa, the music got really distorted. Where are you going? Oh, crap! And that is why you don't follow strange women, people. Well, that's it. We're done. Game over. We're dead. See? We're dead. Game over. Gygus is going to take over the world, and oh, we're okay. Let's just get out of here, then. Nope, the door's locked. We're screwed. Can't save the world. Gygus wins. What the? So now we are controlling Jeff, our third playable character. Thankfully, Paula is psychic and is able to talk to people like that. Otherwise, the game wouldn't be able to progress now, would it? Now let's see, Jeff, he starts at level 1 with a stat of 2 and everything. Fantastic. Jeff is your middle ground character. He gets no psychic powers at all. But he gets other moves. He gets to use attack items, which are some of the most hard-hitting attacks in the game, honestly. So it balances itself out. But here we are in a boarding house, apparently. Oh, is it Gordy? Oh wait, wrong game. No, it's Tessie. Anyway, Jeff here is the middle ground character where he's mostly physically based. Well, attack-wise. So, sorry about that. I'm looking at notes. just to see where I'm supposed to be at this point. Jeff is basically the main... Like, he's the technical user, which is weird because he doesn't actually ever get any psychic powers. But he's able to... all those broken items that you found early on, Jeff is who you want to talk to get those fixed. And if you come in here and talk to Maxwell, he will be the one that'll explain things to you about that sort of thing. Jeff's father is Dr. Andonuts, so I guess Jeff is Jeff Andonuts. He's greater than Einstein or Heinsberg. Okay. A guy smarter than Einstein and Heinsberg. And we're related. Yes, this is going to be the game beating into your head that Jeff is the smart guy of the group. He's going to give you a bent key for the lockers. And he's going to be your saver for this until you meet up with the other group. Until you meet up with the group again. So let's go use this key to get stuff. And hey. Also, let's see. Jeff's got a big bottle rocket. These are amazing, by the way. Bottle rockets are the strongest attack items in the game. You have a couple of different attacking style items. Mostly bombs and bottle rockets. Anyone can use bombs, but Jeff is the only character that can use bottle rockets. So if you find them, give them to Jeff, and he will blow the crap out of everything. But since the key does not work, it's pointless to keep using it. Maxwell? No, it didn't, and you knew it wouldn't work. So we got the key that opens any locked door, especially the machine that opens doors, especially when you have a slightly bad key, or the bad key machine for short. And this is where the IQ stat comes in handy, or comes into play. It's really only useful for Jeff. The higher your IQ is, the more likely Jeff is going to be able to fix broken items, like the broken spray cans, and all that good stuff. Oh, before we go, I completely forgot to go back to the... Now, all these lockers except for these two are going to have nothing in them, so use the bad key machine on this locker, and you get a pop gun. Jeff's weapon of choice is guns, believe it or not. Freaking guns! And his attack power goes way up with the pop gun, 18, Jesus Christ. And use the bad key machine on this locker, and you get a broken air gun. All broken items can be fixed by Jeff, as long as you have the IQ for it. Best thing you're going to want to do is, so now that all those IQ capsules that you saw and everything, give those to Jeff. You want Jeff's IQ to be as high as possible. However, his best weapon in the game that he can make is one of the super rare item drops. I didn't think I should bring this up until it was important enough. There are some items in this game that have a drop rate of 1 out of 128. Yeah, 1 out of 128. Needless to say, I am most likely not going to be getting any of them, except for maybe one, and that's only if I really feel like grinding for it. I've only managed to get one, and that's only because I purposely went out of my way to grind for it. But here we are, Jeff, at level 1, he's going to be getting owned by pretty much everything. So first thing you want to do is go into the drugstore. Unfortunately, Jeff does not have an ATM card, so we can't withdraw any money. We only have $2 on us. But I talked to this woman, and she wants you to get rid of this monkey because he's noisy. Thankfully, we have $2. So we got $1 for a pack of bubble gum, which is apparently important enough to the plot that it warrants a jingle. And we got ourselves a new party member, the Bubble Monkey. Bubble Monkey will follow you, and as long as you if you give him a stick of bubblegum, he will blow a bubble and float. That'll come into play a little bit later. For now, though, there's nothing else we can really do except for go south, because that's what Paula told us to do. Now, the problem here is Jeff has nothing equipped. And even if you had items in your inventory, it doesn't carry over. So try not to get into too many fights with Jeff, because you will probably die a lot. Even the spiteful crows this early on. Look at that, they do 8 damage. That's a lot of damage. You can one-shot them, yes, but it's really risky to fight enemies here. So basically, it's like you're back in Onett at the beginning of the game, only slightly worse. Only slightly worse, not that much worse, but enough to be frustrating. Yeah, something evil is going on. But we got ourselves a free healing spot, free healing tent right here. And there's also a spot where we can save. It's a little further down this way. But what you're going to want to be careful of is the specific enemies you could possibly run into. Specifically that goat right up there. That is a gruff goat, and you do not want to fight that thing. If you have to fight it, then good luck. First thing you're going to want to do, you might actually die too. Use the big bottle rocket. Boom, and it one-shots it. Thank God he missed me, because he will one-shot you, and that will suck horribly. I've had it happen to me on multiple occasions. But here, Jeff's gonna gain a bunch of levels. What you're gonna want him to get mostly is IQ, so that he can, you know, make stuff. You definitely want to make stuff. And hope that you only run into one goat, because you needed that bottle rocket to take out that gruff goat. Trust me. I've played this game multiple times, and there's never a way to get around that goat. You have to fight him, and if you don't use the bottle rocket, you're dead. You are just SOL, and it's not fun. Because you keep respawning right next to it over and over again, and it's really frustrating. But anyway, down here we have Lake Tess, and they're looking for Tessie. They are the Tessie Watching Club. So, yeah. Sorry about that. I was just kind of looking at how long I've been recording. This is where you're going to want to go to next to progress plot, is go inside this tent. But, let's see, I think I'm going to call this a part. I know I normally go about 30 minutes, but I don't want to drag this part out too long. Thankfully, there is a tent that has a phone. Somewhere over, I think I walked right past it. There we go. Yes, so talk to Maxwell, save your game. But actually, I intended to save and quit there. My bad. But in the next episode, we will continue our journey as Jeff to go find Ness and Paula. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.